Yes, dear viewers, welcome you once again on today's live show organized by Prominent Consultant. And as you know that we have been doing this live session since last couple of days with our all partner universities and colleges from Canada. And today we have live session with one of our partner college. I would say one of our most closest partner from Canada, and we have been working with them since long. And actually, we have started our Canada journey with Georgian. Actually, if I say like this. So today we have a live session with one of the most beautiful, one of the most reputed, and one of the most said that it's a number one co-op college based in Ontario, and so it's a very good public college based in Ontario. It's not so far from Toronto, just 1.5 hour from Toronto. So we'll talk about all the matters of Georgian College with our special guests. Rohan is there and Ranjot is there from International Recruitment Team of South Asia. So I would like to, Rohan and Ranjit, I would like to welcome you in this live session. So how are you?
Thank you. We are good. How are you?
Thank you.
Yes, I'm doing well. And would you please introduce yourself to our viewers and say hello to them?
Yes, sure. So my name is Rohan. I work along with Mr. Ranjot and the international team for South Asia market. And I think we really thank Prominent Consultant for arranging this virtual session today. And we really hear that, again, there is a cyclone which is happening right now in Bangladesh. And we really hope that you all are safe. And I hope in the today's session, me and my colleague will be able to cover all your question, and we would like to give you insight about Georgian College.
Inshallah.
Over to you, Ranjot.
And Ramadan Mubarak as well to both of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello,
Ranjit.
everyone. My name is Ranjot, and we both are part of International Education and Development, Georgian College. And we have been working with Georgian College for almost 3 years now. And we welcome you all to this very session about Georgian College. It's going to be very informative and full of knowledge. So we are really looking forward to it. And thank you, Prominent, and thank you, Syed, for planning this out.
Yes, and thank you so much for joining and for your wonderful time with us. So, Rohan, and so I would like to tell all our viewers that if you're watching this live video, please don't forget to share in your timeline so people who are interested to study in Canada, so they could be benefited through this live video, because we will discuss next 1 hour and it will be completely a informative session of Georgian College and study in Canada. Also, we will make your doubts clear about college and university, because sometimes you are very confused to apply to the colleges. You are thinking so many negative things about colleges. So we will discuss all the things and we will makes your doubt clear. Okay. And so Rohan, before going to the main topic, shall we have a video first of Georgian
Yes,
College?
we can just start. Yeah, because as if it's a virtual event, and we thought that we'll show them the campus and the department virtually through this video.
Exactly. Let's have the video first. Thank you.
Are you ready to experience Georgian? Let's go! As a Georgian student, you'll want to be here. Georgian is a transformative experience that'll connect you to the skills you need, the mindset to succeed, and the confidence to thrive. At Canada's first and only Changemaker College, you'll be part of an inclusive community with a passion for social innovation, change-making, and bringing ideas to life. Students who excel at Georgian will appreciate small class sizes, connecting with faculty committed to your success, and will love living in a four-season playground. Explore an entrepreneurial mindset, connect with state-of-the-art technology, experience real-world learning from industry leaders, and make lifelong connections as part of a team. As a Georgian graduate, you will be fully connected to your potential, your peers, your industry, and the world. If this sounds like you, then you are ready. Experience Georgian and accelerate your success.
Yes, experience Georgian, and it's a very good video. Definitely, it's a very informative video. So Rohan, actually, first of all, I would like to know about why people should choose Canada? What is the reason behind that, and why they should consider Canada for their higher studies? Because there are few other
I
countries
think,
in the world like
yeah.
Australia, UK, USA. So people are also very that need to go to those countries as well. But why Canada could be the better option for them?
I think that's a wonderful question because I truly believe before you come to the Georgian, you should be really sure that you want to study in Canada. And I think Canada as a destination has its own advantages. As rightly said, Syed, students do have other option, and each country have their own advantage. But here I would like to tell you that why uh, we think that it's really great for a student to come to Canada. The first thing for Canada, it's a very, very safe country. And the second part is that in Canada, it's very, very welcoming. So student who comes from all the different country, being a Canadian, it's a very great experience. Even when we go and visit our international office, even if you talk to a stranger, they are very, very welcoming. So when you go to a country which is very welcoming, so it doesn't matter from which community, which country are you coming, because out of 8 Canadian, only 3 people are actual Canadian, because Canada itself is a new country. It's just 200-year-old country. So most of the people have come from a different part of the world. So it's a very safe and very, very welcoming country, because when you go to a new country, the first thing, even being a human psychologically, is think that you are welcome properly in the country. Then it's also an immigration friendly country. So if you plan to settle down in the country, I think Canada is one of the best option, because once you do a 1 year program, you get 1 year work permit. Most of the students take 2 year program, or they take 1 year postgraduate program and avail 3 year work permit. And within 4 years, you can always apply for a PR and refer to any of the immigration agent. But it is also give you a chance to be a settlement in the country. So it's a PR friendly country. And then next is the value for money, because I think whether you go to any country, in the end you want to understand that how much you spend and how much you are earning and how much well settled you are. As rightly said by Syed, that we are one of the #1 co-op college. So when I'm saying college, so you don't have to get confused that there is any difference between a college and a university in terms of facilities. So as if we are a community college, we are funded by the government, we are managed by the government. So for example, our Barrie campus is more than 100 acre with huge library, huge infrastructure, huge play fields. And secondly, when it's a co-op program, or even if it's a non-co-op program, because being in a college, the motive of the college is to make sure that you are job ready. So once you are done with the diploma, we have around 89% of the graduate success rate. That means 89 to 90% of the students find the job in the same field in the first 6 months. So when you find the job in the first 6 months in the same field, that shows how much practical exposure that you have gained in a college. Especially our co-op program, most of our co-op are paid. So students not just have an opportunity to earn, but also that give them a chance to use their academical ability into a practical thing.
Yeah, and last not but the least, Canadian education is one of the best education systems in the world, and it is also well recognized all over the world. So once you finish your degree, and if you do not have any plans to settle there, and if you want to come back to your home country, your education will be recognized, and you will have more opportunities in your home country as well. So I think
Exactly.
that's the reason Canada is like #1 destination right now for study and for permanent residency.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Because yes, you people are very true that Canada is always a safe country for all our international students. And another important thing is that there is no language barrier as well, because they are English speaking country, and very welcoming, very friendly, and definitely immigrant friendly. There is no doubt about it. And the most important thing, their all degrees are internationally recognized. They have so many top class universities in Canada, and also they are having scholarships, they are having experiential learning options. So in Canada, the ROI, I mean the return of investment, is more than 100%. So no need to worry about your return of investment in your education in Canada. So that's how Canada is. And you can see in the crisis moment also how Canadian government is supporting all our international students, even they are in home but they are getting money in their bank account. So the government is paying to them for their survival. So how nice of them, truly. So they are the very fantastic options. They have I mean, truly they are really supporting international students. So Rohan, that already you have explained something about college and university a little bit. So the thing is that yes, we know that people are really confused about the college when we are
Yeah.
advising students that okay, fine, your CGPA is not so high and your IELTS is not so good. I mean, it's okay for college.
Yeah.
Then they are saying no, I will not go to college. If I cannot go to Canada, that's even okay. But I will not go to college. If I get chance in a university, then I'll go. Otherwise, I'll not go. So, and they are saying that I have studied bachelor in Bangladesh in a university. Then why should I choose a college instead of a university? But actually, it is not their fault. It is the matter of the lackings of knowledge about colleges, right? So they don't know proper about the college. Actually, why college stands for in Canada? Why university stands for? We know in a simple way, college is the hands-on experience program and university is mostly research based. But would you please explain this matter quite elaborately?
Yes, I think it's a really good question because I'm sure Ranjot will agree more on this because he's been already a student in Canada. So same kind of doubt is there even in the when we talk to the students in all different countries in South Asia. And so I think it's really important to really know that what is the difference between a university and college. As rightly said, that universities are research based and colleges are more practical oriented. So the motive of the college is to make sure that you are job ready and skill set ready. So we focus more on skill, less on the research and the academics. So we have a combination. So even for a generic, I will explain it to the students. So when you see the number of students going to Canada, so 80% of the students go to colleges and 20% of the students go to university. It is not because that due to the lack of CGPA, because it's all about what is your paying capacity. So because you can understand there is a huge difference in the fees of a university and a college. Why we have economical fees? Because we are funded by the government. So our fees for international student is subsidized, and most of the program are co-op program. So student is able to earn up to $3,000 to $8,000 only in the co-op. And after that, the job opportunities, because being a community college and being a co-op college, we have more than 6,200 employer that comes and recruit the student. So output wise, the university have their own kind of output, but in terms of a college, of the money that you'll be spending, it will be very easy for you to get the worth of money that you'll be spending in the college.
Exactly, and just I just like to give some quick example. Suppose Georgian has a partnership with Lakehead University, so for few subjects, especially I think computer. So if you and also electrical, so for I guess, so you just compare with the Lakehead fees. It's nearly 30,000 Canadian dollar now, 29,000 Canadian dollar in a year. And Georgian fees is only 15,000. Now you see that sometimes we found that students are going to university directly and they are coming back to college because they cannot follow the classes,
Yes.
they cannot pass the classes, they cannot pass the exams, and so that they are coming back to college, and after finishing 2 years they are moving to university again. So these things are happening because student has to research first that what is his background, what is his financial capacity, because most of the universities they are asking mostly for engineering especially above 75 to 80% marks in their class 12, whereas college is asking 55 to 60%. So it is quite easier for them to start with a college, and then if he has the possibility of extend, he can extend to the university for the rest of the years in bachelor. That is one thing, and another thing is that they are also need to check with the finance that the university finances budget is always higher. I mean, it's like double. It's like always double. So if they can compare the budget also, they can think that what should I choose. I mean, if they think that my budget is not enough, then they can of course choose colleges. If you just see one thing that after 2 years of diploma, they are getting a job, and they can go for 3 years of work permit, and they can also apply for PR. Right. So this is a very easy way. But they have to keep in your mind, they have to think that whether what I would like to be. Suppose some students want to be a mechanical engineer, or some wants to be a photographer, or someone wants to be a, that wants to do something in hotel industry. So short-term diploma course is always better for them to with a
Okay.
very simple budget, right? So Rohan, what thing
Yeah,
I
so
was
I think I would like to add here some things because you said because Lakehead is just one of the partner. We have articulation with more than 700 universities, and as rightly said that most of the students try to do their advanced diploma or a diploma in a college so that they save a lot of money and then they transfer to a university for a degree program for the last year. Also would like to add here that it's not about that our requirements are less than the university. We have our own way of teaching the student. Universities has their own way of teaching the student. As we told you that we focus on the practical learning exposure and we focus on giving them on the skill set. So it could be a possibility a student of 60% have a better skill set than a student who is at the 80%, because we try to focus on the leadership quality, communication skill. Because in the end, when you are not on the technical job, what matters is your soft skills and the skill that you will learn during the practical experience in a community college.
exactly. So actually, and in Canada, actually, if you are not skilled, if you are not properly trained, so definitely the job will be very tougher for students. So it's a very important thing, and
It's all over the world,
yes, all over the world,
because I'm
definitely.
sure I have high academic, but I don't know how to sell your product. You won't give me the job. So we make
Exactly.
sure that we are giving enough practical exposure while doing the program, so that once they graduate, they have the practical exposure with them.
Exactly. So, Ranjit, actually, when we are talking about Canada, so people are very, that very interested to go to Toronto because Toronto is a city of opportunities. Easily, they can get part-time jobs, and there are a lot of friends over there, relatives are there, so they are always preferring Toronto. So, but Georgian is not exactly in Toronto. It's quite, 1.5 hour, 90 minutes from Toronto, the Barrie campus. So, I mean, how you will explain about this fact? I mean, that what is the difference between Toronto and other cities, and why people can choose other cities as well instead of Toronto? What could be the reason?
I think because I was an international student at one time and I studied in Canada for 1 year. So I think your first criteria of choosing a college or choosing any institution rather is the course, the program. So it is should be the program which you are really interested in. It doesn't matter the location because all these institutions are are in cities and even in smaller towns. So getting a job um, because when you are choosing a program, then you also want to think about like whether I'll get a job or not. So I think most probably the students would like to go to Greater Toronto area. They think that job possibility or the chances of getting the jobs are pretty easy. So, but I think that should be the secondary decision to make. The first decision should always be the program. So if you have a program, then go for it in any city where you want to go to. Barrie is a very beautiful city as well. So it's a tourist destination, I would say, of Ontario. So it has lots and lots of activities which happen throughout the year. It has a lot of dining options. It has a lot of other tourist options. In summer, there are a lot of activities which happen uh, there are beaches, so you can go and do some water activities. Winter time, you can go for skiing and snowmobiling. So there are a lot of things which happen. So getting a jobs is also not a problem. So choosing a program at Georgian at Barrie campus, which is still like you said, it's like an hour drive from Toronto. It's still not a it's still not a bad choice because you are in the safest city and you are in a place which is very peaceful and which is best for studying actually when you are at that kind of place and you are getting all the infrastructure which the bigger cities have to give as well. So you are getting the same amenities, you are getting the same facilities of bigger cities in a smaller city as well. So I don't think so. There should be any confusion of making a decision whether not to study at Georgian just because of the city. You know?
Exactly.
Uh,
And
I
Rohan, we all, yes, yes, please.
Yeah, would just like to add with Ranjo said because he's been lived there practically. He's been a student, so he have understood. But it's just because I think it's a lack of awareness again because everyone think that Greater Toronto region and Toronto it's same. So, for example, Mississauga, Brampton, everything is more far than Barrie from Toronto. So we are just 1 hour drive just to add here. So this shows that we are very well connected. And when you are in the main city, the chances of getting a job and competition is higher when you are in the other part of the city. So, for example,
Exactly.
the biggest difference is also on the cost of living. So, when you stay in a very downtown area, the cost of living at Toronto will be 3 times as compared to Barrie. So, when you are a student, you have to even check being economical. But as rightly said, the part-time opportunity is I think more in the other city than in the main city because in main city everyone is out there thinking that there are more jobs and the tier 2 city are much more peaceful and but the best part is it is very well connected with the main city by a direct bus, Sea Lion, or by a GO train which goes from downtown Barrie to Toronto, or you can just drive. And I think average Ranjot when we come back from our meeting, it's hard. On the August September we take 50 minutes maximum.
Yeah, yeah. And
Exactly. And
not
the thing is that actually, yes, please, Ranjit. Yes.
Yeah, and I would also like to say because of the cultural immersion as well, because you want to have you want a lot of interaction with the Canadian community as well. So Barrie has a lot of Canadian community. It has a lot of other cultures as well. So you get to learn a lot from other people as well.
Yes, yes. Barry is not so bad. Actually, we have also some students over there in Barry. We have sent to Georgian, and they didn't have any complaint till now, and they are very happy. They finished their PGD program in big data, and they are working very well. So, actually, the thing is that I mean, you should have a good mind setup, positive mind setup, and you need to check your with the courses that what are the programs
Yes.
you will be doing, because suppose Georgian has a very fantastic program in PGD like graduate certificate in big data analytics, so it's a very popular subject, and so many colleges they don't have this program. So if you are particular in some courses, you need to check with Georgian and you need to find out. Even you have project management, you have global business management, you have 2 years. So very fantastic program you have, and in diploma level also you have a lot of courses. So anyway, we'll talk about all the courses, but before that, just we'll have a look of Barrie City. Okay, let's have the video of Barrie City.
The people are the city. That's the official motto of Barrie, Ontario. And it looks like most of the people like what they see.
There's been a lot of changes here in Barrie. There has been so much development, just the subdivisions, a lot of growth, a lot of jobs and things coming to Barrie. And I think it's a fantastic place that's booming and becoming a lot like Toronto.
I think it's a better quality of life up here. You know, you've got lots of parks, you've got the lake right behind us here.
Every time I come back here after like a trip to Toronto, I feel like this is my home because it's so amazing. It's calm and people are so polite and there is no such a rush of
Located on the western shore of Lake Simcoe, about an hour north of Toronto, Barrie is booming. Its population of nearly 140,000 has more than doubled in the last 20 years. And that means Barrie has had to grow up. Since 2006, more than half of new homes have been built inside the city. And Barrie has had to grow out. In 2010, Barrie annexed nearly 3,000 acres of land from the neighboring municipality of Innisfil to accommodate its needs.
Barrie has a very unique offering as a place to live and as a place to run a business. We are between Toronto and Muskoka, the recreational heart of the province and the economic capital of the country.
Barrie's a unique place because it's a city of, give or take, about 140,000 people that behaves like it's a city of 30 or 40 people. That's what most people love about it.
Once you get here, you never leave. We're like Hotel California.
But Barrie isn't just attracting people, it's attracting jobs as well. Major banks and data centers have located operation centers here. And retail is growing too. It now makes up 12% of the city's total workforce.
The story of the city is growth, and we continue to grow very quickly. But what's happened in recent years is our economy has.
Yes, the video is quite longer, so it's just a quick review of Barrie City. So, Rohan, just now we'll talk about the program. We'll talk about the program that I know that you have both undergrad and postgrad courses in different fields. So, will you please explain about the programs you are offering and about the duration as well of your programs?
So maybe I can just open a tab on my laptop, and I can just show a bit of programs. I hope everyone can see the screen that I've shared.
Yes, we can see.
All right. So you could see that we have a lot of academic section, around 13. So we have automotive business, we have business and management, computing safety, computer studies, design, engineering and environmental technologies, health and wellness, hospitality, human services, liberal arts, marine studies, skill trade. And then we have a separate tab, which is only talking about our graduate certificate. So all the graduate certificate which are there, for example, starting with global business management. So all the management student can do global business management, HRM management, or event management. Any student who is a lawyer, he can apply for a paralegal. Any student who has a WorkX according to big data, or is working in a big data analytics field, or from CS, IT, or EC background can apply for big data. Same student can also apply who's coming from a CS, IT background from information security system. So you could see that some of the programs are co-op and some are non-co-op, but they both have the equal practical learning on each of the program. Student with the IT and CS background can also go for mobile application research analyst. All the design student can look forward for kitchen and bar. For all the technical education, BSc student, engineering student, they can go for project management. For all the nurses who has done a degree and are working right now can look for acute complex care. For all the psychology, arts background student can go for communicative disorder and addiction prevention. For all the students who have come from a food tech or a nutrition background can apply for food and nutrition. And then for all the physiotherapists, we have a therapeutic recreation as a program. Then once we start having question, or maybe Syed, you will ask me question, I can show you each program which is here.
Yes, we need to talk about the things about the co-op. Like you have both diploma and undergrad. I mean, an advanced diploma. So diploma is mostly 2 years of program, and advanced diploma 3 years. So how the co-op works actually in these programs? How many terms
so maybe
do offer?
It depends on program to program basically. So if we do have a 2-year diploma program, usually the program will have 2 work terms, and they are usually placed in the 3rd semester and the 5th semester. And if you have an advanced diploma, it will have additional 1 semester of co-op term. So the co-op terms are not clubbed together; they are scattered or in between, or they are designed in a way that the student is getting practical as well as academic education both. So they are in between the semesters.
Okay, so it's a very
just to share an example.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're just sharing this example, as Ranjot rightly said, that the work term depends on program to program. For example, I have taken this business program which has 4th semester and 2 work term, right? So now we need to understand that when exactly is the work term and how many hours is the co-op. So these are the program that you will be studying in this program. And these are the 2 co-op. One is immediately after the fall and winter, then the next co-op. And to understand in a much better way, Syed, we have a link called Program Outline. Once you click on this link, you will not only find out the career opportunities, but you will also find out that after doing the program, what are the program learning outcome, that which all skills that we focus on. And it will also help you understanding what kind of practical exposure is given to the student once they are doing the program.
Exactly. So Rohan,
understand the co-op. Yeah, so just explaining the co-op. Semester 1, semester 2, then we have a co-op term. then semester 3, then we again have a co-op term, and then semester 4 is done, and then your course is over. And once you scroll down, you can see how many hours you will be doing co-op, how many hours you will be studying each subject. So you could see here, it's already mentioned 560 hours that student will be able to do the co-op. And just to brief on this, on an average, a student is able to earn $14 to $21 in an hour in our most of the paid co-op.
Wow, great. So here I need to see one thing. I need to talk about one matter, Rohan. That
Yeah.
actually, if in two terms, actually we have in 2 years we have especially around 6 terms, right? 6 semesters, fall, winter, and summer. So if they do co-op in 2 semesters, that means almost 1 year they are doing co-op. So in that case, the duration will be increased from 2 years to three
No,
years. No.
no, that's what I explained on the tab, that it's a 2-year program which is inclusive of 2 co-op term, and each co-op term is 560 hours.
Wow, great, great. And really, if they, I mean, whatever I can see that in every month they will be eligible, they will be capable to earn monthly around 2,000 Canadian dollar mostly. So you know that at least a better portion of their tuition fees they can recover from this co-op if they get the opportunity of co-op, right?
It's a very
Yes,
good.
and what? Yes, Sanjay, please.
Yeah, it's a very
Yes.
good chance because it gives you a lot of skills and practical knowledge about the program, and it also helps you in your financial
Financial
expense.
backup.
Yeah, so it's like a lot of benefits of co-op.
Yes.
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 It's like
As well as
earn and work, earn,
earn and
learning and
work.
earning,
Learning and
earning and
earning, and
learning.
of course
Yeah.
this earning is not like a odd job. It's a totally full-time work experience, and they can mention in their CV that they have the work experience, full-time work experience in the relevant field before graduating. So it's a very
Yeah.
good thing for them, right?
We have seen students who perform really well in their co-ops. They are hired by the same employers after they graduate, so they don't even have to wait to get employed or to look out for employment. So that's also another benefit of the co-op. But just to add one point here, co-ops are really the best options and the best thing which can happen. But you have to be academically strong as well and good standing, I would say, to be eligible for the co-ops in the third semester. So you have to have good scores in your first and second semester, and you have to have good attendance as well. I mean, you should be really focused on your program.
Exactly. So we'll take some question by the audience. So one by one, we'll take very shortly. We'll take quickly the questions. Number one, he's asking that after SSC, I mean after class 10, can you get admission or not? So after SSC, it's not possible. You need to have class 12 result to get admission in Georgian College. That's now number one. Number two is though he is asking in Bangla, in Bengali language, Hamim Al Jaber, that what is the cost of this college and any kind of scholarship. So definitely we will talk about fees and scholarship after, I mean very soon. I mean after the topics co-op. And another student, Abdullah Maruf, is asking the relevant question. Right now we have discussed about co-op. So do you offer any co-op in postgraduate certificate program?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
we do. That is, yeah. But I can again show it to you. That's not a problem. For example, information security system is our co-op program. So if you want to understand which are our co-op program, once you go to the graduate certificate section, you can easily find, you can see co-op mention, co-op mention, co-op mention. So these are the only 3 programs which have a co-op in the postgraduate level.
Do you have do you have co-op in project management and
No.
postgraduate certificate? No. Okay, so student, I would like to say Abdullah Maruf. Yes, you can check this in their website, and it is mentioned clearly just beside the name of the subject that which offers co-op actually. So it's a very easy thing. You can find it very easily from website. So Rohan, I think let's have a break and we can have another video of Barry campus. It's a very beautiful video. So let's have the video. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you. Yes, the video says it's number one for student satisfaction, number one for co-op, and number one for employment. So every part, Georgia is the number one. So I believe it's something like that. Georgian, definitely, it's a very good college, and people really feel love to study over there. Definitely. So Rohan, just now we need to talk about the entry requirements, the program requirements, about the academic average, and also about the IELTS requirement. And as you know that
Sure.
people are not able to go to do IELTS or to take any exam in IELTS because of lockdown situation. So, what is the alternate solution from your side instead of
Yeah.
IELTS? Could you please explain
Okay.
all this?
Sure, sure. So on an average, I will talk generic because some program have a specific requirement. For example, nursing, pharmacy. So I'm sure we're gonna share. So all the students which are watching this live, for any departmental specific program, please connect with the prominent consultant because they are one of our trusted and the oldest partner in Bangladesh. So all their team is very well versed with the requirements of Georgian. But in generic, we need a minimum of 55 to 60% in your graduation and in your class 12 to apply for any of our program. For all undergraduate courses, we require 6 band overall to apply, and for all our graduate certificate, we require 6.5 overall to apply. And then it's a really good question that during this lockdown, we have also started accepting the Duolingo test. The admission requirement is there on our website. So for an average graduate certificate, we require 125 to 130. And for all our diploma, we require somewhere around 109 to 115.
105 to 110. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, 105 to 110. Thank you, Ranjot. And for all our engineering and computer related program, we focus on your maths marks in your 12. So if you're applying for a 2-year diploma or advanced diploma, we'll be looking and checking your specific marks in 12 for maths, because we really think that it's really important for a student to be choosing a right program, and the only way we could choose them for our computer engineering program is through their maths. So on an average, we require minimum 55 to 65% depending on the program that they're choosing.
Exactly.
And also for the
And all the, yes, and also on the business program, we will be checking the maths. If they don't have it in 12, we will check it for the 10. And then for all the bio-related program, we will be focusing on the bio marks.
Exactly. There is students. Can they move? Suppose you know that in our English curriculum, I mean the Cambridge or you know that the Edexcel in British curriculum. So they have AS and A2 level. So AS means the class 11. So if someone is having AS level, not A2 level, like 2 subjects or 3 subjects, are they eligible to go for diploma?
But that is only for the English, right? That you are saying that Edexcel diploma is only for the English curriculum.
Only for the British
Yeah,
curriculum. Exactly.
yeah. A-level student, if they have completed their A-levels, they can apply for our diploma and advanced diploma.
Okay. And,
so we will be checking particularly. So you have to send us the mark sheet in case you think there is evaluation which is needed or an expert advised by the RO team. So we'll check it and we'll make sure we get back to you in 24 hours.
Okay, thank you so much. So now, Rohan, we need to talk about the course fees, about your fees structure, and also any scholarship you are offering, if you are offering, and also the payment system to your college? I mean, any kind of installments you're offering or not? So just need to discuss about this matter.
Ranjot, will you take this question for me?
Yeah, sure. So our diploma programs usually cost between 17 to $18,000 per year. That's the approximate fee for diploma programs for 1 year. And our graduate certificate program will cost between, I would say, similar amounts, around like 18 to 18,500 dollars. But the exact fees are also given on our website semester by semester as well. So once you go to the georgiancollege.ca, go to international students, and go to tuition fees. There is a program specific fee which is given. There is a whole PDF which will give you information about the semester wise fees of every program. So, but those are the approximate amounts which will amount which will you will have to pay for doing those programs. Regarding the scholarships, the students cannot apply for a scholarship right away when you are submitting your application, but we do have awards and scholarship program at Georgian College. So once you are a registered student, you can apply for those scholarships and awards. And it's an online system. You have to. There are a lot of documents which are also required. Reference letters are very very important for scholarships or submitting your request for scholarships or cover letters and all those things. If you have been doing any community work and you are applying for community scholarship on the basis of that work, so you need to have those work documents as well, right? And if you have been involved in sports and athletics in your country, and then you are part of sports and athletics in Georgian as well, and so on the basis of that, you can apply for scholarships. And if you have a very good, if you're done very good in academics, you have so many academic achievements to share with us. You can apply scholarships and awards on that basis as well. So there are a lot of things on the basis of which you can do it.
Exactly, and students can pay their fees by semesters, right? Very, I mean,
Yeah,
each
yeah.
semester
Sorry,
they
I
can pay.
forgot that part of the question. Yes. So once you get a pre-admit, you on your offer letter it usually says that you have to pay per semester fee by this deadline, or there is also another option which is that if you do not have that amount, then you can also pay 2,500 non-refundable deposit and secure your program fee. So basically, when you make that payment of $2,500, which is again a part of the tuition as well, you have a lot of time to pay the remaining tuition fee, which is usually before visa.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So just like to add here, Sayed, because I think it's a very important point which Ranjot has covered. Because as you know that we've been doing this virtual session, this is a very important question because right now, due to the lockdown, the banking facilities are not as normal as it used to be. So what we are telling the student right now is to pay 2,500 within the deadline to secure their seat, and then they can take time till the time they are not applying for the visa to pay the rest of the fees, because we could understand that most of the student take an education loan for paying the fees. So just make sure that any student who is applying, they should have a handy of $2,500 arranged, so that even if the loan get delayed, they can secure their seat, because all the seats are very limited, and as if you know that Georgian College seats get full very fast.
And also,
Exactly.
this payment system is again online, and you can just do it sitting at your home. And if you have net banking, and you can transfer these amounts. Our payment system is through Flywire, and Flywire
Yes.
has connected with different banks, so you can do it online.
Exactly, exactly. So that's a very good thing. So, and you know that already government announced that if they also study in home from home, and if they do online classes, it will not impact to their PGWP as well.
Yes.
So yes, that's the thing they have announced, and definitely we'll talk about something the rest of the matters. But before that, we'll have a testimonial video of some of your Georgian student of computer studies. So let's have the video of that student. Then we'll come back to the remaining parts. Okay. Thank you.
I'm Tavleen. I'm from Punjab, India. I'm taking CST in here, which is Computer Systems Technician Networking. I just love being in this course. I learn a lot about networking, switches, routers, APs, wireless connections here. I'm also an international student ambassador here in Georgian College, and I just love being here. I felt very nervous on the very first day, but once I entered the college, I was asking people, I was meeting everybody. It's a good experience here. People here are very nice. I just love being in an international center. That is the most favorite part of mine. I interact with a lot of international students here. It took me around 3 to 4 months to learn how to speak this particular accent of English. That was the hardest part for me. I actually went through a lot of websites before coming here. Best thing I found here in the Georgian was diversity. A lot of international students and diversity in a lot of courses. I believe co-op is really important for you because you experience those things. You work with those things. You learn about switches in classes, but you work with switches while you are in co-op. Every student should have a co-op program just to experience that feeling in real life. Come here in Georgian, in Barry campus, you will definitely see a lot of diversions, a lot of differences from back home and here. You learn new languages, you learn to be in with new people. I will definitely suggest everybody who's coming from India or from any other country to be here in Georgian.
Yes, it's just a quick, short explanation by a student of computer, and he just explained that how important the co-op is, and everyone should take co-op. So, Rohan, we are just end of the live session. So, we would like to talk anything that I have missed to ask you, any kind of points you would like to talk.
I think I just like to add on the video that you played. I think we forgot to take this because we are just like us on the international team. We are recruiting students from 86 different countries, and I think this is what makes Georgian so strong. The internationalism that is there inside the campus. So you meet students with different country, different background, and we have a very good student support system. For example, as the student was explaining that the day one was different, and in all our campuses the community come at the orientation to welcome all the students, and there is a good student support, not in just terms of the academic but even in terms of peer mentoring, in personal counseling, maths lab, sports center, fitness. Our rugby team is one of the best team, and we have a lot of Indian and Bangladeshi students already who are there on our club 3, and we have seen a lot of good interest of students. And then we have all the different festival for all different countries that we try to do it in our campus. And then every Wednesday, Friday, there is something or the another happening inside the campus. So when you come to Georgia, when you come to Canada, you're not just coming to a different country, but just think that you're coming to your second home, which will make you a better individual, where we will not only just focus you to make you a better individual in terms of academics, but we'll focus on your skill set so that we can get the best out of you.
Exactly.
That's why we have so much to offer. That's why we say that you have to experience Georgian.
Yes.
Be at Georgian,
Exactly. So one student is asking one question, MD Mithun Islam. Do Georgian College offers ESL program for those students who did not fulfill the IELTS score requirement? So
yes. Yes, maybe I can just show one document. Just give me a second. I don't know whether I'll be able to open it on, share it on the screen.
No, you can just go to the website as well.
Okay. Just a second. Okay.
Yes.
So it all depends on what kind of IELTS marks the student have. So accordingly, we give the EAP, which is English for the academic purpose. So we will going to share one document with you, Syed, so that you can understand for how many weeks or at which level of EAP the student need to come. So this all level is already mentioned. right? So, but mostly we see that students take 8 to 6 week program because they are either at 5.5 or they are at 6 if they are looking at the graduate section. So this is the program, and we are happy to accept students for the AP language.
Exactly. So Mithun, if you have any particular inquiry after the session, you can ask to us. Definitely, you can be eligible with EAP program and adding to your batch, followed to your postgraduate diploma or diploma courses. So definitely, you can apply without any doubt. So Rohan, any point you'd like to discuss? If we missed anything, any other points? Oh,
I would
one thing
just
I think one thing we need to know about the application process. Just a short discussion on that application process of Georgian College and about the required
So application, yeah, so application process is very simple. You need to connect with the prominent consultant specialist. They have a document checklist for each student depending on the program. So we, for example, if you're applying for a diploma program, we will be requiring your 10th, 12th class mark sheet, your passport, your academic score. Some program do have statement of intent and resume for our graduate program. And if you're applying for our postgraduate diploma, which is called as graduate certificate, you need your degree certificate, we need your resume, your statement of intent, and IELTS we have already talked about. But in case you are applying for the EAP, that you have to apply for an EAP again, putting the second main program for the next intake, because for the first semester you will be covering your EAP, and for the next semester you will be going for the program.
Exactly.
And I would suggest everyone who is watching this video live to connect with prominent consultant, because some program do have additional requirement for documentation. And as prominent is one of our trusted and the oldest partner in Bangladesh, so the whole team is very well versed with the documentation and the application process. The application process is through a OCAS on the IES portal. So prominent consultant already have their own portal, so you don't need to do anything. You just need to contact the prominent team and they will do the application for you.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Ranjan, any point you'd like to discuss finally?
Sure. Yeah, I would like to.
Any motivational thing that you'd like to share to inspire them? Anything?
So the great motivation is that we are not charging any application fee right now. So you can
Great.
put your application without any application fee, which is until further notice. So we try to apply as soon as possible if you have all the documents and if you are eligible for any programs. And secondly, I know we all are going through a very difficult time. So you would also, if you have already applied or you will be applying, so you might have some questions regarding the intakes and what is going to happen. Is the college going to have classes, online classes, or anything? Those sort of questions do come in mind, right? So all those updates have already been posted on the website under COVID-19. There is a separate section for that, and there are also it also has a frequently asked questions, the common questions which everybody asks, so you will be able to find those answers also. So try to have a regular visit to our website and find about the updates which we have. And lastly, I mean, we do have a very great app as well, Georgian Assist app. So try to download it, and because it has a lot of options. So once you the best option which I like about that app is that once you have a visa, you can actually connect with other students who are going to Georgian College also. So you will going to college. So
Exactly. Thank you so much. And the dear students, Georgian has announced recently that there won't be any application fees if you apply from now onwards. There won't be any application fees if you apply through Prominent. So if you're really interested to apply for Georgian for September intake, so you should immediately apply, because this offer won't be, it's not for long time. So there is it is for offered for a particular time, some specific time period. So you need to apply as quick as possible. So that it's a very good option that you can save some amounts during your application. So Rohan and Ranjan, thank you so much for your wonderful time and for having a very long live session with us. And thank you so much. And anything you would like to share finally? Any kind of things before leaving the live session?
I think we are good with sharing about Georgian, but just would like to end this session with a good note. First of all, thank you very much, Syed, and the whole team of Prominent for arranging this virtual session. We all are together at this pandemic situation, and we will make sure that your dream of going to Canada or dream of studying at a particular college is permanent, but this situation is just temporary. So I'm sure we will be over with this situation soon, and we will be here to support to making your permanent dream come true. Thank you very much from Georgian team.
Yes, and finally, I would like to say all our viewers that it's a high time to apply, because even if you can't fly also to Canada, so definitely you can also do your classes from your home, and you'll be eligible for post-study work permit and as well as for PR. So just be positive. I mean, take your steps, and if you have IELTS, definitely you are welcome. If you cannot fulfill the IELTS requirement, definitely in that case also you are welcome with the ESL program. And if you don't have IELTS, then you can go for Duolingo, which you can you can do it from your home itself. You no need to go to any test center. You can do it from home, and the fees for Duolingo is very low, only $50, 50 US dollar, and you can get the result, I mean, within 4 or 5 days maximum. So it's a very good options for you that all the Canadian public institutions, they are accepting Duolingo tests. So be positive, be stay in home, stay safe, and try to research about your career, about your subject. And finally, don't make any delay to apply, because this is the right time. Because if you don't apply now, you will miss some opportunities, that I can say. And Georgian is such a platform where you can get a lot of subjects. They are having a lot of subjects. You can check their website. They are having the fantastic co-op options. If you talk about their co-op in diploma programs, in 2 years they have mostly 1 year co-op. So you can earn, and you can also get the work experience, which can be used for your further job market, job industry. So thank you so much for joining the live session. We'll be in touch with you. And if you have any further query about Georgian, definitely you contact with Prominent. Prominent's contact details are there in our Facebook page, in our website. And this video will be shared also in our YouTube channel. So anytime you can watch this video, and also from our Facebook page. So we'd like to take Ranjit and Rohan, thank you so much once again. And just say goodbye to our viewers. And we'll conclude the live session right now.
All right. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, take care, guys. All the best to you, and stay safe, and be connected virtually.
Yes, all the best to you, and have a good day, and definitely stay in home, stay safe. I will see you again. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.